Today I fucked up by Redmond Dtes. Today I fucked up by going on a date with my ex's roommate. My ex and I broke up almost a year ago. We only dated for a few weeks, but things were moving too fast. We decided it just wasn't in either of our best interest to keep seeing each other, since we wanted different things. Done. Right? Wrong. For months after, I'd receive a bunch of calls, texts and DMs from her family and friends. I ended up blocking everyone, and by this point, decided to just go no contact. Jump to now. About a week ago, I started messaging back and forth with someone on Instagram. I didn't recognize them, but I have been meeting a lot of new people lately, so I didn't think much of it. Today she invited me over to smoke, and maybe watch a movie. I come over, we smoke a little bit, and we even take some shots as we're having fun. By the end of the night, she takes a drink, and goes, "So, there's something I need to talk to you about." As I turn with a confused look, I respond, "Okay. What's up?" She pauses, and goes, "So, X moved in recently, and she's actually my roommate." And as she's saying this, there she walks out of her bedroom. My ex. I swear I felt like Neve and Max were just going to burst through that door to tell me I've just been catfished. So yeah. Now I'm home early because my dumbass fell for the stupid cheese under the box, propped up on a stick. TLDR. I went over to someone's place for a date, only to find out it was my ex using her roommate to get back in contact with me. Today I fucked up showing a date my secret talent. This was just this past weekend. There is a girl I've been dating for about 2 months. We slept together on the first date, and the relationship started very sexual, but eventually turned a bit romantic. We were drinking with friends, and playing Never Have I Ever, and it came up in a room full of mostly her friends, that I have a secret talent. I'm not excessively large or flexible, but was gifted with the talent of being able to suck my own dung. The reaction to this was rather mixed, as it normally is, but my date actually was really into it. She whispered that she was jealous I was holding out, and she wants to see. I've never done it for anyone. It's not the most flattering position, and yeah, I mean, it's sucking a dung. So we go back to my place, and we are kissing, and she tells me she wants to see. So I get in position and show her, and she straight up starts laughing a little. I ask if she can help me with it, and she kind of does, but then says, "I can't," and keeps kind of just laughing, so I stop. The vibe is totally killed, we stop booking up, and start watching a movie. And about an hour in she tells me she has to work early, and called an Uber. I haven't spoken with her since. TLDR. I sucked my dong in front of my date, and gave her the eek. Today I fucked up by downloading a dating app. So, I'm a trans woman. Recently I have felt lonely, and in need of an also transgender partner. I've been thinking all of the dating apps weren't cutting it, and giving me good results for people like me, so I downloaded a not so popular app, meant just for transgender individuals. So I went through the profile setup, profile picture, bio, etc. Eager to meet new people, I found the first profile surprisingly in my town looking for trans women. The guy on the photo looked a little familiar, so I looked closer and said to myself, "Huh, this guy has the same hat my father had." I then inspected closer and also realized, wait, this guy looks like my father? I realized he had the same initials, same birth year, and same town he's from in his username. So, in fact, it was my father looking for trans women on a dating app. Plot twist, my father has been deceased for 8 years now. The profile said that the last HIV test was negative less than 6 months ago. So my mental options were either A. Someone is catfishing as my deceased father on a transgender dating app. B. This is my father's profile, and he's apparently a closeted Casper haunting me to scare me out my homosexuality. See, this is an old profile of his, and the dating apps weren't giving lies about the HIV tests. So I contacted my mother, and she confirmed it was indeed my father, but told me something I didn't know. 2 weeks before my father passed, my mother caught him on gay dating sites. My father had denied it, and accused someone of hacking him and using his pictures. I think my father had gotten depressed because he was confused about his sexuality, and 2 weeks later he passed away from a relapse and overdosed. So this was very shocking news to me. Thank you for reading. TLDR. I found my dead father on a trans dating app and found out he might have been down low. Today I fucked up going to a gay club. I went to a gay club with my friends. I was the only straight person in the group. It was fun at first, until a random guy bumped into me on the dance floor. The place was packed, so bumping into other people was bound to happen. I locked eyes with the guy for a brief moment, and flashed a friendly smile just to convey that I wasn't offended. This dude leaned in and said, "I'm not into that, bro." I shrugged and continued dancing. The guy bumped into me for the second time and said the same thing. I ignored him and moved to a different part of the dance floor. Dude appeared out of nowhere and bumped into me again before dropping the same line, "I'm not into that, bro." I said I'm not gay, so I'm not into whatever he thought I was into. I was annoyed, so I didn't stop there. I said, even if I was gay or bi, he wouldn't be my type anyway. The guy closed the gap between us, like he wanted to fight, but my friends intervened and pulled me away. I didn't see the guy again until I was in the men's room. I was drying my hands when this dude appeared behind me. I asked him what the fuck his problem was. What happened next will haunt me for the rest of my life. This guy unzipped his pants and pulled out his darn. It was fucking huge. I automatically back away. The guy instructed me to take a good look at his darn and tell him again if he wasn't my type. I asked if he was gay or not, because what he was doing was pretty fucking gay. He zipped up his pants and said, "I told you I'm not into that, bro." I said I believed him. I couldn't tell if he wanted to fuck me up or just flat out fuck me, but I was uncomfortable. He eventually walked away with saying anything else. I shared the men's room story with my friends and we decided to leave. I was shaking, lol. TLDR. Took my straight ass to a gay club to experience something different and almost got attacked by a sexually confused guy who didn't know if he wanted to fight me or fuck me. I couldn't tell if he wanted to fuck me up or just flat out fuck me. This is both hilarious and disturbing. I wish it was just hilarious, but yeah, definitely disturbing. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening. Tell your friends about me.